Hello everyone, and welcome back. Now that we've finished the Let's Play, I wanted to check out the other origin stories, which I probably should have done before I started the Let's Play, to be honest. But today we're going to be checking out the Dwarf Noble, and this is him. Apparently his name is Duran, which I find quite funny. And he's apparently an Idukan, so he is actually the son of King Idukan, and his brother is Balin, which is very interesting to me because of stuff that happened in the Let's Play. But anyways, let's continue.
Deep beneath the Frostback Mountains sits Orzammar, the larger of two known remaining dwarven cities in the world. Orzammar was once the seat of a major empire connected by tunnels called Deep Roads, which stretched thousands of miles. The city now stands alone, cut off from the rest of the dwarven ancestral lands by the Darkspawn incursion. Secure in Orzammar's impregnable construction, the dwarven noble houses continue their centuries-old power struggles. Assassination and blackmail are commonplace, but the appearance of honor is paramount. You are the second child of King Endrin of House Idukan, the 9th Idukan ruler elected by the Noble Assembly. You grew up in a world rife with political intrigue and have struggled against brothers and cousins for honor and prestige. Today, a feast celebrates your first military commission, the opening move towards real power in the ever-changing game of dwarven politics.
Greetings, my lord. You are dressed and ready. Excellent. I couldn't find the armor's matching dagger, but I scrounged up a rather fancy longsword. Do you wish to wear your shield to the noble's feast?
Why yes, let them see me as a warrior.
Of course, if every other noble has a shield and 3 swords, you'll feel awfully underdressed.
You, my friend, are ridiculous.
One can't take all this marching about and speech-making too seriously. Moving on to the business at hand. The king expects you to make an appearance at the feast, but there's no rush. The noble family heads will spend hours boring your father with petitions and petty grievances.
What shall we do in the meantime, then?
As part of the celebrations, permits have been auctioned off to members of the merchant caste who wish to sell wares in the Diamond Quarter. Lord Harrowmont has also opened up the provings for young warriors to test their mettle before tomorrow's battle. Perhaps we should go show them what single combat is really all about. And by we, I mean you. I'll practice my cheering.
The proving does sound like a good bit of fun. Let's go have a look, then.
Right behind you, my lord. The day is ours until the feast. Your father has allowed the merchants to show their wares in the Diamond Quarter during these celebrations.
I'm sure we can work this out reasonably. It's in the records. There's nothing I can do.
What's going on here?
Please, Master Volney. My work is accredited by the Shaper.
These books are lies written by the enemies of House Volney.
I write only what I find in the ancient records. Lord Idukan, you can vouch for my work, can't you? Your father loved my History of Idukan, Paragon King, Peacemaker.
What's going on here?
This worm has written a book that slanders my house.
And what exactly? That's a very serious charge.
He deserves to die for what he has written of Paragon Volney.
Tell me what it says, scholar.
My work tells the stories of all those raised to paragons in the last 500 years. When the Assembly names a paragon, that man or woman is then, by definition, everything one can aspire to be in the world. They form their own noble houses and are revered as living ancestors. But paragons start off as men.
Volney was more than a man.
So get to the point. Why is Bruton so angry?
Volney became a paragon by the narrowest margin in history. 1 vote. A vote mired in rumors of intimidation, intrigue, and outright bribery. The records of that vote are kept in the Shaperate and are a matter of fact. Not liking history doesn't make it any less true.
Yes, the scholar is right.
You're taking his side? What if he published a book like this about your Paragon Idukan?
The truth is more important than your pride.
You would not say so if it was your house, but I shall respect your wishes. For now, excuse me, Your Highness.
That fool has no idea how weak his house is or how low he sits in it. Shall I have him killed, my lord?
He is not worth a blade. Leave him be.
As you say.
You've shown House Iduken a friend to research, history, and the glory of our people.
Carry on your work, scholar.
Of course. I have much to document and organize. Good day, Your Highness. And thank you.
You're welcome. Right. So we've got some merchants.
Enjoying the festivities so far?
Quite.
Hello.
The finest in home decorations!
50 silvers for such a small bolt of cloth? That's outrageous. You certainly have some gall, merchant.
But my lord, these are surface silks, dyed with the finest saffron and indigo and embroidered by skilled elven tradesmen. I've seen Prince Balin Iduken himself wearing a robe made of something quite similar.
So I pay your exorbitant price, only to end up looking like a poor imitation of Prince Balin. You'll get no coin from me.
But that's not what I meant, my lord. My lord Iduken.
Hello.
You honor me by visiting my humble booth. May I show you my wares?
Why, of course, good merchants. Let's take a look at them.
Please, look as you will.
Sells a bunch of clothing, which is quite funny, actually. Hello.
Nothing beats a good set of steel cutlery.
If you say so.
Our trust follow, big brother. How surprising to run into you out among the common folk.
Hello, Balin.
Especially since duty requires that you attend our King Father at the feast today. Have you so little respect for him to disregard his wishes on a day set aside for you?
Lord Harrowmont told me we wouldn't be needed for hours at least.
Silence! If I want the opinion of my siblings second, I will ask for it.
Yes, Your Highness.
Why do you speak to Gorham like that? That's not very nice.
I speak to lower houses and castes as they should be spoken to. Now do as I say.
Fine, I'll go back to the feast then.
Perhaps you were right, Balin, when you said our brother wasn't entirely without regard for his duty and station. I'll be along later to toast your command. Come, Balin.
Who the heck is that guy anyways?
That was fun. Nothing like being talked down to by the next king.
Let's try and ignore him. It is my day, not his.
That it is. Let's get back to enjoying it, shall we?
Yes, You know what? Let's go to the proving. Who cares?
Look at
Hello.
Lord Iduken. Nothing here rivals your amazing Iduken armor, but if you wish something made...
You know very well House Iduken has its own royal armorers.
Of course. Forgive me.
Let me see your wares anyways. Or tell me about your pieces.
Your Highness's legendary prowess is matched only by your kindness.
Okay, never mind then. Let's take a look at what you've got.
I buy only the finest iron ore, and personally oversee the armor's crafting by the most skillful of the smith caste.
Fascinating. Why, thank you.
Of course, the honor was all mine.
Nonsense.
Okay, so he's not a merchant. Never mind.
About that one.
Oh,
I doubt he's up to the task. I'm not going down that road again.
Oh, I would love to end up with a red head.
Would that Sir Blackstone were noble, Stand up straight. They're coming.
what's going on here? Are you girls looking for scouting? You're doing some scouting? Hello.
What have we here? Two handsome, strapping, noble lords. You both look so grand.
And isn't this the man of the hour, the king's son?
Who's your friend, my lord? Another noble from the honored House Iduken?
This is Sir Gorham of the Warrior Caste.
Oh, then not a noble?
No, Telly, not a noble. Stone you're thick sometimes.
Why would you care if Gorham's a noble? He is a good man.
They're noble hunters, my lord. A man takes his caste from his father, and these women hope to bear a noble lord's son. If one is successful, she's raised up to concubine in the noble house to care for her child. It provides new sword arms for the house, and many nobles look favorably on such women.
So you girls will sleep with any noble? That seems a bit, I don't know what the words are, but let's go with that.
You're the most appealing, obviously. A noble from the best house there is. Handsome, too. Are you interested in a bit of bedded diversion?
At this point in time, not exactly. Thanks, I'm sorry.
We'll be here if you change your mind, my lord.
Right. It's a little bit creepy. Yes, there's quite a lot of merchants here. Hello, weapon merchants?
Greetings, my lord Iduken.
Greetings to you as well.
I am so honored to have you visit my booth. I have a proposition, but I dared not approach.
Yet you dare now.
It's alright, Gorham. Let's hear him out.
Very well then, speak.
Yes, just so. Here's the thing. What I mean to say is...
It's alright. Calm down.
Sorry. So nervous. I had a dagger made, for you, as a gift for your first command. Sent a messenger to deliver the dagger to you. Prince Trian had him thrown out. I don't know what offense he caused, but I had him beaten severely.
Alright, let me see the dagger then.
Here it is, Your Highness.
Why, thank you.
That's an amazing piece, merchant.
You do me much honor, sir. The blade has been crafted over a period of 2 years by masters of every art. I wish to bless the Lord's first command, and hope that someday, when he rules, he will wear it.
Trian is heir. He will rule when King Endrin returns to the stone.
If the Assembly wills it. Forgive me, sir, but whispers say the second child of Endrin will be chosen.
Whispers indeed. It's a princely gift. If Trian recognizes it, though, it may send the wrong message. Or the right one, depending on your view.
You know what? Damn what Trian thinks. I will take this dagger.
Thank you. You bring uncountable honor to me.
What he means is that you'll bring uncountable gold to him if you wear that piece in public.
Okay, we got something, he said? Dagger? Noble's dagger. It's pretty good. But I'm actually going to keep mine. Because it seems like mine is perhaps better. And a magic merchant, hello.
Lord Iduken, here? In my booth? I am so...
He's fainted. You make quite the impression these days. Is it hard to be the king's child, never able to just blend in?
It has its charm, you know, sometimes.
It's the price of power, I suppose. Shall we move along?
Yes, let's move along.
My lord, are you heading to the proving arena?
Ah, yes, I was considering it.
We have been charged with the task of escorting you to the proving grounds.
I clean forgot about that. Forgive me, I should have informed you sooner. The king decided you were not to travel through the commons unguarded.
I feel like I'm quite capable of walking safely to the provings. It seems like I'm not in any dangers.
I did mention the merchants that won permits to show their goods in the Diamond Quarter. There were only so many permits auctioned off, and quite a few were turned away. Your father fears you will be harassed on the way to the proving.
Okay, well, it is quite silly, but I will comply. Please take me to the proving.
Will we be leaving then?
Yes, absolutely. Let's do it.
We are at your command.
Oh, cool. We're up here now. That's awesome. That's really cool. Hello, Proving Master.
Your Highness, it is an honor to have you here. Have you come to watch these brave warriors do battle in your honor?
No, actually, I was interested in fighting myself.
Your Highness, this proving is in your honor.
Then honor him by doing as he says. My Lord Iduken will fight in this proving.
I will honor today's warriors by testing their skills.
Of course, it is well within your rights. Men and women of Orzammar, we have a late entry to these provings, held on the eve of battle for the honor of House Iduken. I give you the Lord Iduken himself. Are you ready for your first match?
Of course, let's have it.
Then let us begin! This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Iduken. Lord Iduken will fight Aler Bimo, youngest son of Lord Bimo.
You honor me with this match.
The honor is all mine.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
Okay, buddy. Let's see what I can do to you. I'm pretty much stuck to auto attack here because I can't use my shield bash because I apparently don't have enough stamina because I have a couple of reserved abilities. But let me see. So he is doing a little bit more damage to me than I expected. But alright. We might be able to get him eventually, as long as he doesn't land a bigger hit, okay. So he is landing a few pretty big hits there, so I need to be careful and drink a potion pretty soon. Yeah, like right now. There we go. Maybe a waste of a potion since we almost had him.
The winner is Lord Idukan.
Yay! Okay. I don't really see the point of what that was, but sure. Hello.
That was quite a fight. Alair Bimo is no slouch with that hammer.
You could say that again.
Ready for your next opponent?
Why, yes, of course.
Excellent. Let us go. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Idukan. Lord Idukan will fight Adal Helmi, eldest daughter of Lady Helmi.
Honor and glory to your house, your highness.
To you as well. And to yours.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
See, maybe I shouldn't be doing this and using my potions because they're probably fairly valuable. Actually, I'm just taking a lot of... She's taking a lot of damage here. And I am doing perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't really see the point of these provings other than just for a little bit of fun. Even though I'm just sitting here auto-attacking, I'm really not pressing any buttons right now, which is a bit silly. Well, okay. We do get a little bit of XP, which is probably something. Alright, guys.
The winner is Lord Idukan.
Yay, 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 yay. Okay. Okay, so apparently we have to... it is possible to win the proving by just keep fighting.
That was a crowd pleaser. Many were waiting to see that woman put in her place. Sir Blackstone is your next opponent. Are you ready to face him?
Of course, I am.
Then let us begin. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Idukan. Lord Idukan will fight Sir Blackstone, Deep Road squad leader of the warrior caste.
This is your education, child. Try to learn as you bleed.
Okay, well, good luck to you as well.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. Fight!
So this guy's probably a bit scarier. He's probably going to do War Cry or something along those lines. Okay, well, good. He's very missing. Let's see. Wow, he's actually going down faster than I had assumed, and we haven't taken any damage just yet, which is excellent. Wow. I can't believe the first one was a lot easier than this one. That's a bit silly.
The winner is Lord Idukan.
Yay. Okay. Hello?
Well done. You have proven that even the best of the warrior caste cannot match a noble Idukan. Franlin Ivo is your final opponent. He too has had many victories today. Are you ready to face him, or will you rest first?
You know what? I am ready to fight. Let me at him.
Of course. This is a glory proving, fought under the watchful eyes of the paragons of Orzammar, for the honor of House Idukan. It is down to just 2 warriors, with backbones of stone and wills of iron. They have defeated all others this day. Lord Idukan will fight Franlin Ivo, second son of Lord Ivo.
You fight well. I wish you glory today and glory tomorrow.
May you be a stone. That sounds like an insult, but it's actually a blessing in the Dwarven language.
First warrior to fall is vanquished. The victor is champion. Fight!
Okay, buddy, let's go. So he's an elite, so I need to be careful here. And use my potions seemingly regularly. Of course, he's going to do a bash here, but apparently we are not taking that much damage, surprisingly. Looks like he's got a jaw sword. Okay, well, I'm just gonna sit here and auto attack, and then we'll use a potion if we ever need to. But so far, so good. Yeah, I'm still a bit baffled how the first guy with a hammer managed to almost kill us, and these guys are kind of chumps in comparison. We will probably have to use a potion here, because I am missing my attacks. Yeah, I'm gonna wait a little bit. And, actually we might be able to come through this alive without using a potion. But I don't want to risk it as long as it doesn't land any more hits. Do I want to risk it? Yeah, no I don't. Let's help Poultice. And then I think I'll win this now that I can... Yep, here comes the final blow. And of course it missed. And there we go. Alright. Was there any doubts? Maybe a little bit.
The winner is Lord Iduken.
Hooray. Well, that was it.
Congratulations. Franda Ivo is as fierce a competitor as I've ever seen. You vanquished every warrior of note in today's proving. The ceremonial helm, commissioned by your father for today's winner, is yours.
Oh, cool. Very, very cool. Thank you. I will wear it proudly.
Your glory honors every warrior here.
Awesome. Let's take a look at what that is. The Proving Helmet. Oh, very cool. It's like a gladiator helmet. That's cool. That's really awesome. Okay, and I guess we're gonna go back to the feast then. Hello.
My lord.
I'm ready to leave.
Your wish is our command.
Well, that was a good bit of fun, and we got a nice helmet out of it, and now I guess we're going back to the feast. Now, there are actually other parts of the castle. Yeah, the doors are locked, that's why I thought. Okay, well, let's save, and let's go to this nice feast, shall we? Hello, everyone, I'm here.
The Grey Wardens are here. The raid tomorrow must be more than a standard mission. The Wardens only go where the Darkspawn are the greatest threat.
Okay, and there was this guy here. Hello.
Many thanks for your willingness to hear me out, my lord. I wish to speak to you of a matter most urgent.
Of course, Lord Base. I'm hearing you out.
There is a vote coming before the Assembly next week. And a word from you could go a long way towards helping our cause.
And what causes that?
The vote concerns the status of the so-called surface caste. Lost to the stone, air-touched, and so forth. Centuries ago, narrow-minded men declared that any dwarf who left to live on the surface forfeited his caste, and his house if noble. That he was, in essence, no longer a dwarf. I seek only to remedy an injustice, to retie the bonds of anyone who can trace himself to one of the noble houses wherever he may live. Please, agree to speak for this noble cause.
I agree, this is a great cause. Of course, it is the right thing to do.
When your father presents you to the noble houses, I will ask for your opinion on the matter. You have merely to say that you feel our surface brothers should be returned their noble rights. What could be more simple?
Sounds good to me, but it's also probably to fulfill his own agenda. Right, so it looks like all the nobles are here. When I was talking to them, it looked like there was some people standing right in front of each other, which looked kind of funny. It looks like we've got Duncan here, as well as another Grey Warden, which I haven't seen before. So I guess we're going to advance there. Hello?
You're a fool.
What? Hello, Duncan.
Greetings, my lord Iduken. It is an honor to meet you at last.
It is an honor to meet you as well, Guardian.
I have had the opportunity to recently meet with your father. He speaks highly of you.
That is good to hear.
He says you may be the most skilled warrior in all of House Iduken.
My father does me great honor.
I have no doubt it is deserved. We need more Grey Wardens like you, and quickly. Even as the Darkspawn weaken here in Ozamar, they are stirring on the surface. A blight has begun. Soon the fight must go beyond the deep roads, lest the Darkspawn threaten all the world.
I do wonder if my father would allow me to join your cause.
Alas, I do not think he would take kindly to that suggestion. As the child of the king and heir after Lord Trion, your place is here.
This is true. Yes, you are right. I do belong here with my brothers.
I wish you luck in the deep roads tomorrow. Show the Darkspawn the might of your people.
What is it, Lord Helmy, or Lady Helmy? Why are you so pissed off?
Your mother would melt the stone if she knew what you just did.
Excuse me?
Lord Dace is playing you false. Go ahead, be his puppet. Your first command will be marked by every major house turning their back on you.
Okay, well, if you have something to tell me, then do so straight out. I don't need any more ruses.
If you are to play in the games of the Assembly, make sure you know the motivations of the players.
That's what I had suspected.
Last spring, a guild from the Merchant Caste invested heavily in an expedition with a guild from the surface. Lord Dace backed the Merchant Guild, pouring a great deal of money into the venture. The expedition was a disaster.
So Lord Dace is trying to play to recover for his loss?
Clever child. Lord Dace lost a great deal of money and prestige. The Surface Guild has no way to repay the investment, but it does have several leading members who are descended from noble houses. House Helmi, Bimo, Iduken.
Gorum, can you follow all of this? This is a little bit too much.
She's saying that if the air-touched dwarves have their connections to their houses restored, you'll end up footing the bill for Lord Dace's disaster.
Okay.
Oh, if I were 20 years younger, I'd bed you just to get some of that quick wit in my house. Your house and mine would be forced to pay the Surfacer's kin debts. It would be a great victory for Lord Dace.
But standing up for the Surfacers is still the right thing to do, no matter what the costs.
The Surface Caste gave up their noble ties willingly, generations ago. Will you humiliate your house and your father for them?
Sure, yes.
Do what you will, then. It's your honor that hangs in the balance.
That was a very awkward bow or head nod. Okay, Father, I was supposed to,
My king, please reconsider. Trade contracts alone could bring great prosperity to our houses.
Will we really turn our back on our brothers and a potential fortune in cheap labor because of a political technicality?
Denial of the traditions of our people does not qualify as a political technicality. There is more to life than monetary gains, my lords Bimo and Mino. The Assembly of Kal Shirak will respect the rule of Orzammar, or they will rot and die alone, surrounded by enemies.
Yes, my king.
But look, we have company to spare us further wrangling. Atrast Vala, my son. How fine you look in your great-grandfather's armor. I hear you were declared champion of the provings. I suppose you were never one to sit by when something exciting was going on. Are you ready to be presented to the heads of the noble houses?
Of course, Father, if it is what I must.
These rituals have their place. It behooves you to get to know the nobles and let them know you. Lords, ladies, grant me a moment of your time. We are here today so I may present to you my second eldest child, blessed by the stone and born of the blood that ran in the veins of the paragon Iduken. Who would pose a question to the prospective commander? Who seeks to know the prospect better?
I have a question. I seek to know the prospect better.
Lord Dace, head of House Dace, speak.
Lords, ladies, my question concerns the plight of our wayward kin, the so-called Surface Caste. What does the Commander Prospect think is the proper place for these lost souls?
They are as we, and they should have their rights returned, for they are also dwarfs.
Thank you, my lord. I am satisfied.
Then if there are no other challenges, I give you Orzammar's next commander.
At first they gasped, and now they clap.
Commander will lead part of a mission to strike a great blow to the Darkspawn. Not only does this recover access to some of our most important mines, but it also allows our honored guest Duncan, head of Ferelden's Grey Wardens, to strike far into the deep roads.
Thank you, King Endrin. While the Darkspawn seem to withdraw, it is only because they are massing on the surface. This could mean a blight, and my men and I will discover the truth.
We are honored to have you with us, my friend. Now, feast, drink, and celebrate, for the morning brings battle! As for you, my new commander, find your brother Trian and send him to me. He may be watching the provings, or getting some rest in his rooms.
Of course, Father, I will look for him.
Walk well, Commander.
Now, actually, this is interesting for me because I know that the king dies, and if you're playing this character, well, you're the you are the son to the king. So I wonder what kind of dialogue choices happen when you discover that. So I'm supposed to look for Trian, but I'm not exactly sure where he is. So actually, here's Trian's room, so we're supposed to go talk to him. Hello, Trian. Father Liz looking for you. Apparently we're supposed to open this here, so whoop. Whatever, doesn't matter. There's a journal as well, interesting. Trian's journal, there's probably some important things in there. But I'm going to save and talk to Trian.
So you're a commander now, in name at least. Shouldn't you be attending our King Father?
Actually, Father sent me to find you.
Of course he does. We must discuss strategy before tomorrow's battle. Balin, stay here and stroke the new commander's conceit if you like. But then get to bed.
All day I've put up with that. He can really grate on the nerves.
I know what you mean, I agree. And what exactly are you talking about?
Trian has begun to move against you. I never thought his much-proclaimed honor would allow him to actually act on his jealousy. Big brother, Trian is going to try to kill you.
What? How do you know?
I overheard him giving orders to some of his men, and I was shocked. Then it began to make sense. Trian's decided you're a threat to his taking the throne. Maybe he's right.
How am I a threat to Trian?
He fears what you are becoming, in the eyes of the people and the Assembly. Trian's the named prince, but only the Assembly can proclaim a king. It would be unusual for the Assembly to ignore the king's choice, but it does happen.
The founder of House Bimo became a paragon and king in one move from the Assembly, and he was a commoner.
That was an extraordinary case, but at least a half-dozen times the Assembly named a lesser family member, or even someone from another house, as king. Usually, it's the popular younger brother of an undesirable prince.
I see what you're getting at. Oh, pardon me. Pardon my voice. I just had a coughing fit there. Right. So Trian thinks the Assembly would prefer me?
Look at it from his perspective. You're more personable than he's ever been. You entered the provings held in your own honor just for glory and to please the crowds. If you win glory against the Darkspawn tomorrow, it will only strengthen the case for you as the next heir. Trian fears father will replace him on the spot. If not, the Assembly will surely turn against him when father dies. You know his pride will never allow him to step aside.
Do you have any idea as to what I should do?
You're the elder. I'll follow your lead as always.
Gorham, do you have any say on this?
Permission to speak freely?
Absolutely, of course.
Trian would make a terrible king, but no one wants to say it. He has just enough backing in the Assembly to make it ugly when your father dies, but not enough to become king. Killing him now makes your house stronger and saves a great deal of bloodshed later.
I don't exactly want to kill anyone, but we'll wait and see what Trian does.
Very well. I'll keep my eyes open. I don't want to lose the brother I actually like.
I'm glad for your concerns, Balin. I thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm taking your place as father's second, so I'll be at hand tomorrow. For now, try to get some sleep.
May the Paragon smile down on you.
Now I'm really curious to see how Ozamar's situation changes if I was playing this character, because maybe my character can be the king of Ozamar because he is a descendant to the king. So I'm wondering how that all plays out.
Trian and his men will clear the way for the Grey Wardens to descend into the easternmost caverns. Those caverns are still infested by the worst of the Darkspawn. We cannot risk our own troops in there.
Understood, Lord Harrowmont. We should be able to sense the Darkspawn and avoid them once the way is open.
May the Paragons favor you, and the stone catch you if you fall.
Come then! Glory awaits!
Balin, you and your men will second the king, clearing the main road.
Don't you think it looks a little cowardly to allow these humans to take our place where the fighting is thickest?
Are you questioning the battle plan?
Of course not. I'm sure your caution is for the glory of us all.
Enough, Balin. Take your men and make ready. Harrowmont and I need to have words with your sibling.
Good luck, my brother.
Thank you.
Your father has a special mission for you.
In the eastern deep roads, there is a secret door carved into the stone.
The door leads to a thaig, abandoned long ago by your ancestors. The Darkspawn have made it impossible to reach.
My father believed that the shield of the Paragon Iduken remains in that thaig, under the stones of the central room. Reclaim the shield, and glory will be yours.
Yes, the shield of Iduken would be quite a find.
We've sent 2 scouts ahead to make sure the tunnels are cleared. But be careful. One of the scouts will meet you at the first crossroads you come to. The second will be further in. When you get to the door, use your signet ring to open it. Questions?
Meet the scout, find the door, grab the shield. Alright, got it.
Very good. The crossroads where you meet the first scout will be the rendezvous point. There you can present the shield to the lords and demonstrate the strength of Iduken.
May the ancestors watch over you, my child.